Okay, all set. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Historic District Commission meeting. It is Tuesday, January 7th, and it is 7:58 p.m. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, and by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Can I get a roll call, please? Roll call.
Jason Bouchard-Naraki.
Okay.
Rick Mancini.
Bonnie Soul.
And Kristen Cantara Oliveira. We actually have three openings on the board. So right now we have a full house.
So I'd like to make a motion to take out of order to new business and bring up 670 High Street.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion and a second. Roll call. Connie?
Yes.
Kristen, yes. Rick?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 670 High Street. It's to remove a tree and remove some curbing and install a driveway. So I did send you all the information on what it is they're looking to do. So if you could just, Marta, if you could just introduce yourself and then go from there. Just let us know what it is that you're looking to do.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Marta Oliveira. My dad is here, Emmanuel Oliveira. So we just sent in the application a few weeks ago. We're trying to remove the tree that's up out front. It's slightly going dead. It's really hollow, the inside. So it's just, the branches are just about to fall out. So we were thinking of removing the tree and cutting 12 feet of the curb to install a driveway.
And I understand you're doing pavers for the driveway, right?
Right. So right now I'm thinking just to do the cement. What is it called?
Pavers.
No, this cement.
Cement.
Yeah.
Concrete.
So concrete. We're gonna do the concrete right now, and then in the springtime we were gonna finish it with the pavers.
So you're going to put a bed of concrete down?
No, agora é só o walk.
It's so what? O que agora vai ser?
É o só walk, só de cimento. Quando tirar o pó, portanto, fazer o cimento, é só ali no só walk.
So just cut the curb down and then just cut the whole thing and make cement. Yeah, made out of cement.
So it sounds like
no só walk.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
No, that's okay. It sounds like you're going to do a cement driveway, right?
It's going to be pavers. So I don't know if you ended up seeing the side of my house or going to the second floor and third. So their driveway is going to look similar to that. But for
similar
now,
to the walk? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yep. Good.
I make a motion to send a letter to the department that we agree to approve it.
Yes. The restoration is being done very well, and that sidewalk looks really good and appropriate. Mm-hmm. And if that driveway can look as well as the sidewalk does, that'll be a nice addition to that property. I agree. I second that motion.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. So roll call. Connie?
Yes.
Kristen, I say yes. Rick?
I say yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Okay, so it is unanimous. So we will send a letter to approve that. And just, I mean, for my own personal feeling, I think that what you are doing with that property is just, it looks beautiful. You are doing such a great job with the restoration of it. It just looks great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's such a great addition to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Have a good year.
Yeah,
You
thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I make a motion to take 577 Rock Street.
I deny that motion.
Sitting patiently.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Sure. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay,
I'll
motion
be
and a second.
abstaining, obviously.
Okay, so Connie, roll call.
Oh, yes.
Kristen, I say yes. Rick,
Yes.
Jason.
Yes.
Okay, so 577 Rock Street, they are looking to replace some gutters and fascia and some molding. So we have someone from 577 Rock Street, and he, would you just introduce yourself and then you can let us know what you're planning to do?
Hi, everybody. Soul here, 577 Rock Street. I don't think my contractor made it tonight.
No, I don't think so. We didn't see him.
That's okay. I think he forwarded the materials and to you.
Yeah.
We need gutters on the house. I wanted to do wood, and my contractor actually told me about these fiberglass gutters, which I was apprehensive about. And then he showed them to me. He showed me that the profile actually matches our profile. So when they're done and painted, you can't tell. They'll probably work better than the old gutters because they actually hold more water than the old wooden gutters. They're pricey, so I can only afford to do half the house at one whack. But he said they're gonna match so perfectly that the only way you're gonna tell is that one half of the house is gonna look perfect, and the other side of the house is gonna continue to drip until I replace all of it. He did explain to me and show me data that other historic properties have accepted him, like the Linden Place in Bristol, and I don't have the paperwork in front of me, and I think it's the Pilgrims Museum in Plymouth. So it has been approved for historic preservation use. No other. Nothing is going to be lost in the detail of our house. And if it is, I'll be the first person to kill someone.
I did speak to John Cottrell. He called.
Good.
And I'm actually interested in that fiberglass gutter myself because I'm doing gutters this spring. And I was going with the fiberglass. I mean, I'm sorry, with the vinyl type of, it's not vinyl, it's a composite of sorts that matches identically. But he was mentioning this fiberglass, which is much lighter and does have a larger cavity inside. And so it sounds really, really interesting. I'm going to actually look into it. I do have the name of the Bay Coast, the Plymouth Bay, I guess, is the name of the company. Yeah. So I spoke to him. I also mentioned that it would be wise, even though replacement of gutters is not a permit is not necessary for that. I did instruct him that, you know, he's going to do some facial work and who knows what he's going to find up there. And it would be just wise to get a permit and do that, get himself covered.
Yeah.
And he did do that. So he does have a permit issued for that particular property. And he did supply all the cuts. I hope everyone was able to look at them. They look great. So he sounded like a very honorable person. Actually, he's from this neighborhood. I guess his family is a Belmont family, Belmont Street area, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I did speak to him. I just want you to know that. And I would suggest that we just approve. I would make a motion to approve that if no one else has any questions.
No, I'm fine. I think it looks perfect to me.
Okay.
Okay, so I have
I
a
hope, I hope that the committee recognizes too that we're doing our part to maybe lead by example in the rest of the neighborhood.
absolutely.
All the more reason, Jim, that I suggested that he get a building permit. That way there's no questions, you know, and anybody will recognize that, you know, you're following the correct procedures.
Right.
I agree. And that's to be commended.
Yep, and this is your second time, I believe, before us, at least in the recent years. It's your second time coming before us, as well as the Oliveras on High Street. So it's nice to see that you know, people are doing things the right way.
Yeah, we're competing with the Oliveras now.
You are competing with them. They're making you step up your game.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, but thank you for that. So I have a motion. Do I have a second? That would be you, Jason. Okay, motion and a second. Roll call. Connie.
Abstain.
Okay, Kristen, yes for me. Rick.
Yes.
Jason.
Yes.
Okay, so we will approve that.
Thanks, folks.
Okay.
We'll have
Thank
dinner.
you. Thank you very much, Mr. Soul.
Jim, have a nice new year.
See you.
You too. Good to see all of you.
You too.
I really did. It was difficult to refrain, you know, from the peanut gallery.
I know.
I just wanted to unmute and harass everybody.
Thank you for being
I'll make a motion.
subdued and having self-control.
I know.
I make a motion to go back onto the agenda to general business.
Okay, motion, second.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Connie,
Yes.
Kristen, yes. Rick,
Yes.
Jason.
Yes.
Okay. So back to general business. Correspondence, we have none other than what we have already discussed. Public input.
Here's your chance,
Oh,
Jim.
here's your chance.
Reservation guidelines still on hold because of COVID.
Okay.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yes, she's not coming. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Not awful.
Yeah, that is.
Not supposed to come across state lines from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Well, she could, but she'd have to quarantine or.
For 14 days.
Yeah.
Well,
They only want to come for 4 days, not for a month.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. We understand there's a lot of things that are being put on hold because of COVID. So,
yeah. That's too bad because we're really looking forward to getting that completed. That is going to be such a valuable asset to us.
it will. And not even just to the district, but citywide. I mean, anybody in the city can use that because there's so many properties outside of just the district that really do a great job with preservation on their properties.
We add more districts too, like, you know, doing the Form Bs. I mean, who knows, like, if we're going to add more districts that.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. Yep. Anything else from the public?
The peanut gallery?
All right. Moving on. Public hearings and determinations, we have none. Old business, merger of historical commission, historic district commission. As I had given in the last meeting, it's still, you know, everything went to Mr. Rumsey, Corporation Counsel, and he has all of the paperwork. So he's going to be working on that, getting, you know, everything in place, and then after that, it goes to ordinance committee, and then, you know, hopefully it will happen soon. So I did recommend, because we do have 3 openings, on the board, and I did recommend not necessarily filling them. I didn't think it would be a good idea because if we combine the two committees and then we're going to have an excess of people. So because I did have that conversation with Ann O'Neill Souza a few days ago. So hopefully, you know, and I can check in with Corporation Counsel maybe in a couple of weeks and just see where everything is at. So any questions on that? No, okay. 258, 260 Prospect Street. Do you have any update, Rick, as of yet?
No, and Carrie is not here this evening.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if we should start off new again and send a registered letter, making sure we get the receipt. Sending the same letter, just because if we're going to sit around and wait for someone to produce a receipt, time could be passing.
Okay.
I think we should just have them again send a letter, and you know, a copy of the receipt be scanned and sent to you so you could share with the rest of us. But this is ridiculous.
Okay.
You know, that's what I think.
Okay. No, I think that is a great idea. So then that's what we'll do.
Okay.
So I will, I'll write the letter again. I'll just put, I mean, we have the letter. I'll just put a new date on the letter and I will ask Carrie to send it immediately by registered mail.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if she's in tomorrow. If not, it'll be early next week. And to send me the receipt right afterwards, copy of the receipt.
Great.
Send it right to me. So.
Good.
Okay. And I don't know if Rick, if you want to give a call to Glenn again and just see.
Yes.
Because I know we sent him a letter as well. I don't know. Depending, I guess, on what his response is, then we can talk in the next meeting. Do we want to send another letter? Do we, you know, where do we want to go from there?
We could send the same letter to him as well. I mean, he has to execute it. So it would just be the same exact letter. And we could actually put a line in there that this is the second letter. That way we have like a paper trail too, so that we know what we've done and what we've requested.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have a paper trail. We have the letters that we did send. I mean, I don't have the receipt that the registered letter was sent, but I do have the letter that was sent to Glenn. And I know Rick has actually talked to him about it. And Glenn said, oh, yeah, I have it here. And, you know, I need to get to it. So,
you know, initially everyone used COVID as a reason, but, you know, things have simmered down. That isn't the case right now.
Right.
So,
okay. So that's what we'll do. Okay. Anything else on that? Okay. So 710 Rock Street, there was work being done without a permit and without permission from the Historic District Commission. And I know Rick did speak to someone in the building department about that.
I did. I spoke to Frank and he called the lady and they're out of town. The owner is out of town, lives out of town. I guess the owner was, according to Frank, concerned that she was in trouble, I guess was her term. And he rest assured that you're not, but that you've got to get this repaired. And she was going to do all of the proper things to get, I guess, notified. We should have been notified by now, I would think. He's allowing, huh?
Did she pull a permit? Do you know?
No. And she was going to take care of that. But in doing that, she also has to give us, you know, the application. He did tell her that she could utilize that particular porch or stoop, whatever you want to call it, temporarily because it's the only real means of egress and exit into that house, but that she had to work on things. I had her home number and I've misplaced it. So I can get a hold of Frank and get her number and just go in as a historic commissioner and say, look, we haven't heard from you and here's what you got to do. And I'll make sure that she's directed to go to the right site and get the proper paperwork.
Rick, you actually sent it. I can re-forward it to you.
Okay.
You sent it to us. Or to
All right.
me.
Elena, if I sent the phone number?
Yep.
Yeah, you sent it.
Then okay, that's good. I can pull it right up. I can pull that up and I'll have it.
Oh, okay. I just.
Do you want to just for public, just so the public is aware of what's going on, exactly what was being done on the house?
There's a piece of property at 710 Rock Street, which is in the historic district, and someone demolished a porch or took the porch down and did not pull a permit and did not notify the Historic District Commission that they were going to do this. They built a totally substandard porch. Not that I'm a structural engineer, but I can tell you that the condition of that porch and the quality of the workmanship, it leaves much to be desired. There are no risers on there. A step is required by law to have a riser. The treads are very narrow. They don't have the depth to them. There's a handrail. It's a 2x6 nailed up, and so there's no balusters or things in the handrail. It's all wide open, which is, again, these are all code infringements that need to be rectified. And then again, it doesn't match the style of the home. So it's got to be corrected. No question about that.
That's the concern about absentee landlords, buying in Fall River, and she lives in Jamaica Plain, so she lives quite a ways away. And I am concerned about people just thinking they can buy homes in Fall River and rent them and, not have anyone to answer to or whatever.
And we see what it's done in a lot of the rest of the city. So, but certainly in the district is just not going to fly.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually an update on that shed that it's not on here. So if we're allowed to maybe just give an update briefly.
Well,
that can be open discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on to open discussion, and now you can give us an update on the shed. Okay, well, the shed has been moved back to the back of the lot. It's not intrusive. It looks good. He did put some siding on there. It actually looks very nice. I did speak to the dad, the father, and he did say that he wasn't going to paint it until the spring, but he was going to match the paint to the style of the home. And he was going to do that when the weather warmed up, but all the other accommodations were done. So it's good. Did a nice job, and it looks good, in my opinion. Yeah, I've driven by there, and it does look nice.
Good work.
That's the update.
Thank you. Anything else for open discussion? Okay, so how about a motion to adjourn?
Oh, but we're having such fun.
Oh, somebody here is hungry. I don't know about the rest of you, but I haven't eaten supper yet.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Motion and a second. So let's go. Connie.
Yes.
Kristen, I say yes. Rick.
Yes.
Jason.
Yes.
Okay, that is it. Thank you, everyone, and we will give notice when we have a new date for our next Historic District Commission meeting. So thank you,
And-
everyone, and good night.
Good night,
And
everyone.
may everyone have a pleasant New Year.